Hello everyone, it's Karen saying today we're having to do another video again, which we did not expect to make. It seems like there's two in a row we've had to be doing. Just only a few days ago I was only talking about Don Everly, but now this time we're having to talk about another great that we lost. Charlie Watts, drummer of the Rolling Stones. He passed away yesterday morning at the age of 80, which is a good number, but yeah, I just want to come on and talk about Charlie Watts, you know, what his music meant to people and the Rolling Stones as general, really. So yeah, I heard the news about when it broke at about 5:30 in the evening, 5:30 PM it broke. It was announced that he died in a London hospital yesterday morning at the age of 80. It's quite sad news, and it wasn't news that, well, we knew it was going to happen one day, but we didn't really expect it to happen, you know, like yesterday. And especially many Stones fans will know that Charlie had to pull out of a tour just recently because of a heart procedure, which apparently went well, but he had to pull out just to be sure, and they had got another drummer in. Now that with his death, not too sure, we don't know if the tour is going to happen. It's not yet been confirmed, but it had to get the schedule from like 2 years ago because of COVID, but yeah, it really is sad. So when I talk about the Rolling Stones and Charlie Watts, you know, I mean, he's had a big impact on many musicians. He was definitely a great drummer. Thing for me was, I was never really a big Rolling Stones fan. When I first was getting into music, I always knew of them. I was never a big fan of theirs. You know, when I was in secondary school, I was always into bands like the Beatles, and I was even into the Who. I liked those two. But the Stones took me a while to really like, and I never really liked them. I just thought they were okay, but they were never really my favourite band. But it wasn't until about 2017 that I really began to appreciate their music. My dad and I were working on a CD pop mix for our holiday to France. We put some Rolling Stones songs on, and I listened to this album. Yeah, it really clicked. It finally clicked to me, and I just thought, you know what, it's really good music, you know. I mean, Mick Jagger, obviously a great lead singer, Keith Richards a good guitarist. I mean, Charlie Watts, what a good drummer. You know, he would just sit at the beat and just play the drums, while Mick was out there strutting about on stage, you know, jigging about, you know. And then my dad gave me this 2 CD set called Grr, which is from a 1962 to 2012, a 2012 compilation album. See a lot of great stuff on there, and I've got quite a few Rolling Stones CDs as well. Then I started getting the Stones vinyl, and my dad gave me one of the early Stones ones I got was this one, Roll Gold, the very best of the Rolling Stones. So yeah, there's the members. There's Mick, Keith, Mick Taylor, Bill Wyman, Brian Jones, who died, of course, and Charlie. And there's the back. Double album set, yeah. So this is one of the early ones I've got, and this is a really good compilation. Actually, this goes through all their 60s stuff, from like 1963's Come On, their first single, through to Give Me Shelter from the 1969 album Let It Bleed. And some of their 70s and 80s stuff's quite good too. Like this is a good compilation called Rewind, which is a pretty good collection of their like later stuff. So yeah, the Stones really are a good band, and I came to like the Rolling Stones as, you know, as the months went on. I gradually grew to like them. You know, even though I was always into bands like the Who and the Beatles and even Oasis at one point, the Stones were good. You know, they were definitely a great rock band, and you know, it's definitely, you know, when you think of the Rolling Stones, yeah, just a great band. Yeah, I really don't know what to say really, because yeah, I mean when it's someone like, you know, someone that's living to their 80s, it's not such a bad thing. You know, you can think, well, they lived a great life. And Charlie Watts, yes, he lived a great life. He was with one of the biggest bands from 1963 until 2021. Yeah, really. And it was the same with Don Everly yesterday. You know, no, not yesterday. It was whenever it was I made that video. But I said, you know, it's a good number, 84, and so is 80. You know, but when it's somebody that wasn't expected, like in their 50s or 60s, yeah, it can come as a bit of a blow and a bit of a shock to a lot of people. When it's somebody that was before their time, yeah, absolutely, it can be a bit of a shock, and yeah, it just seems to be happening quite a lot recently. But yeah, don't really know what else to say. That's pretty much all I've got to say. Yeah, just unfortunate this video was a bit of a downer. Like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully the next video will be a bit more optimistic, probably a first time listens. Another first time listens, I've got quite a lot of things to talk about. And maybe another vinyl update because I'm going up to Glasgow on Saturday, so hopefully we'll get more purchases for that. So yeah, hopefully more optimistic and upbeat videos will be coming on the channel quite soon, because the last have been pretty downer. But like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Also to add, I might also do a Rolling Stones vinyl collection at some point, because I had been thinking about doing about that for the past year. I don't know why Charlie's death's really really made me do that. But anyways, hope you like this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and again, see you next time.